God, I hate the taste of Pilk in the morning. Anyways, here's Nate.
Hello, professional Pilk enjoyer. Also, professional Yu-Gi-Oh player now because I came top 32 at a regional.
Pretty much, but you did it with one of my favorite decks, and I'm like super excited about that. Also, it's just a good deck and it's a cool deck, and not a lot of people are running it anymore. So,
which is weird because it was like top 5 deck and it still is.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the deck profile.
Please. Tell us what it is.
It's a Runick Live Twin Spright.
Groovy. Okay.
It's such a fun deck. I just love how grindy it is. So, for the twins, I'm on 3 Lila, 2 Kiss-A-Kill, 1 Frost, and 2 Snitch.
So, I think we were talking, like, is this the correct ratio, and why is that?
I started running it because I only had 2 Snitch. And I wanted to have a ratio of this count of twins. But after playtesting it all this time, I think it genuinely is optimal. Because, Lila is always the best normal summon in the deck because it can get you Frost, which is an extra draw. And
so
Sunny Snitch, if you get hand trapped on your Lila, can search the Frost, which is an extender. So that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Just a whole bunch of little synergies. Also, good in time.
Good in time, great in time. Ever thought about running the treat?
Treat, if I was strapped for extenders, if I wasn't on the Runick engine, I probably would run treat if I had a 3rd Snitch, just in case. But that would mean I'd have to run a much heavier twin package. So I'd have to change a bunch about the list.
That's fair.
And for the sprites, I'm on 3 blue. I don't know how to do decks for every profile. 3 blue, 1 jet, 1 red, 1 carrot, 1 starter. I originally was on 2 jet, that one Joshua Schmidt deck profile he made. But these aren't really, they're good to open, but blue's just the best one, and you never go through jet or starter more than once, because once you've gone through the the Spright combo, you just don't use it anymore. Because Alpha's dead.
Question, no smashers.
The entire Runick deck is just 15 smashers. That's also,
That's
draws.
Fair. Okay.
And for the Runicks, I'm on 2 fountain. I have no idea why this was hit to 2, considering it was already a 2 of.
I know, so silly. But not in a good silly.
3 tip. Best card in the deck.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Searches everything.
Yeah, quick play Rhoda. 3 flashing fire, 3 freezing curses, 3 destruction, 3 slumber. I was on an additional Runick, the dispelling, but I cut it to have more non-engine because there are more combo decks in this format, and I wanted more room for hand traps and the like.
Okay, cool. So you like the 15 then?
I like the 15.
Okay.
You don't really miss the dispelling considering it's the worst Runick and that's playable outside of Droplet and the thing with the hammer, but
Smithing Storm.
Yeah.
Just not a fan of that.
It's a fine card, but I'd much rather have non-engine in this meta.
Okay.
And for the non-engine, I was on 3 Droll, 3 Eclipse, 2 Imperm. Droll is fine. It's not optimal, and I would side deck it moving forward. Eclipse is it's Exodia. It auto wins against any deck that is worth bringing to an event right now. Yeah, it just takes purely out behind the shed. It kills cash. It beats everything. it's such a crazy card.
Book of Eclipse, more like Book of Exodia, I guess.
Yeah.
Heard it here first.
2 Imperm. Imperm's great. I would have played 3 of this in hindsight.
Honestly, I love the mishmashed rarities.
My other one is a gold rare.
Oh my gosh, this man's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, so moving forward, I'd run 3 Eclipse, 3 Imperm, 2 Tactics.
Okay.
Talent, not the thrust.
Okay. Cool. Did Droll? Droll's kind of like in a weird state right now. A lot of people are like, do I run it? Do I not? A lot of people say it's good, and a lot of people don't. What are your thoughts on it after this
It's
event?
a good card in this format, but too many people are playing around it, and it's such a known factor, and most decks can be played in a way to play around Droll. So it is great some of the time in some matchups. I would still run it. It's amazing right now, especially at the regional level where you're gonna run into like a lot of weird decks like Dark World something like that. I didn't run into it, but random weird rogue matchups, Dragon Link. If they play it into it, sometimes purely in cash. It's a fine card. It's just not the best main deck card.
Okay. Interesting.
For the extra deck, I'm on 2 of the Link 2 twins and 1 Trouble Sunny, as well as the Muckraker to summon this back. Muckraker's amazing because you can bring any of these back if you don't have access to a twin. It's amazing in the grind game. The twins, twins, they're great.
The twins.
For the sprites, I'm on 1 Gigantic, 1 Sprint. Sprint is a bit weird. You only really go into it if you never see any of your twins, at least in the regular combo. The only other time you'd ever use it is to like send Scatter Shot.
I've always felt like when it comes up, you're already in a losing state.
It's like in deck building. It's like the first card is you'd think to cut is this, and then you play him, and it's like, oh, that's.
Yeah, I get it.
I need it in these weird ass situations. I'm on 2 Hugin, 1 Gary.
Enough said.
I'd like to be on the horse, but there is genuinely no room. There's like 5 other cards competing for that slot. And then for the generic links, I'm on IP, which you need to make the standard end board of IP and
2 twins.
Yeah, both of
2
the twins. I don't know if this is the right zones or something, but a general idea is that you would summon the Nightmare Griffin or the Nightmare Unicorn.
Spice.
And because you'd have like a twin pointing to the middle zone, you summon the Griffin there, and they just have no link zones, and it's
too good.
You resolve that, you're always winning. And then 1 White Woman Jump Scare.
I love this card, but I'm so angry because you used it against me, and
I was so terrified for Purely. Because I have no in-engine out to Purely Noir. So I needed something to out it. Yeah. It's also why I ran Book of Eclipse, was to hit it on Leap, but never ran into Purely.
Oh, that's lovely.
Either way, I would still run this card because this is so good in just a variety of different matchups.
How many times did you go into it at the regional?
A couple of times, and it competes with Mannequin Cat for the flex spot. So I decided to run this over Mannequin Cat is because I feared Purely more than Cash, because I saw more people playing Purely, because I think more people are bored of Cash and would not run it.
Makes a lot of sense. I think that's sound.
Yeah.
All right, now for the side.
I'm on 3 Ash for the branded matchup. I didn't respect branded as much as I should have because I got matched up against 3 Chimera decks.
Oh no. Did you
I'm
beat
glad I
any
at
of
least
them?
had the Ash. I beat 2 of them, lost to 1.
Yeah, okay.
3 Nibiru. I never used this. I just put it in as like dumb regional deck insurance.
Yeah.
Like the only deck it applied to that I played against would have been Rika, but even then I didn't draw it, and it's not the best card against that deck.
That deck is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm on 2 talents, 1 thrust. I would main
Talents.
talents.
Right now.
It's so good because like everyone's on droll, everyone's running a bunch of different hand traps because, more combo decks are appearing in the meta. A lot of people are on droll, and this deck doesn't necessarily lose to droll. It does get hurt by it, but having the hand rip after is great.
I think last regional I went to with Live Twins, Tactics was the mainstay because they'd like Ash the Gigantic, then you just check for Nibiru, and you just kept playing.
3 Evenly. I love this card. I'm also considering maining it again because you
Interesting.
don't need the battle phase in Runick. You can just go straight to battle phase, just to bluff, especially in the branded matchup. I do that so much where I just say battle phase and they have to like start flipping stuff up.
Like how would you
that
say?
already baits interruptions.
When you say branded, are you talking about like pure branded or Chimera branded?
Either.
Either. Okay.
Because the Chimera fusion is only in main phase.
Yeah.
Also, it's a lot easier to make evenly resolve because any Runick can summon Gary in the battle phase. You crash, pop whatever they have that would negate stuff like a Barone, and then hit them with evenly. Or you can just like use the other Runicks like curses and fire as like chalices to make sure this resolves. And then for like the niche cards, Mannequin Cat and Chaos Hunter.
Ever come up?
Yeah. It's great against anything that would be on Shifter because you just go, okay, overlay any 2, Mannequin Cat, summon Shifter, summon Chaos Hunter. It won me a game against Kashtira because how do they win if they've got a monster on board
field.
and you've got Lancia? And it's like...
Yeah, no.
They're not doing anything.
Cracked.
And then Scattershot.
Gross.
Yeah. This won me my last game in time. I've been told to play Red Resonator instead. This card's funnier, and there's like the only times where this would be worse or better is like extremely niche scenarios. I like it more just because it's a volcanic, and you can send it off of Sprint or Gigantic.
How do you
So
send
you
it
have to
off
play-
Gigantic?
You summon it.
Oh. Does it need to be a... Wait 1 second, I'm reading it.
All it needs
this
to do
card
is
is
hit the
sent to
grave.
the grave by the effect... Wait.
And so you've got 2 ways to proc it. So you can go for time through multiple hand traps, which is what I did.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm extremely happy with the deck, aside from the changes I've made. And I believe it is one of the best decks in the game right now.
Very cool. Yeah. No, I know that you also got 3rd place at a trophy tournament with this. It's changed a bit. You told me.
It's probably changed a bit. I think I was like maining the evenly.
Yeah.
I think you're right about that.
But other than that, it's a very solid deck.
Very cool. I'm very glad that you managed to get your invite.
Me too.
Yeah, let's go, man. And with Evil Twins.
All right.
Yeah, anything you want to say before bye-bye?
Shout out to my field center for winning me every game.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
All right.
shout out to Glorious Albania for getting me a ride there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Harland. Okay, that's it.
Bye.